Hi, today we'll be discussing another food that you should be completely eliminating from your diet or at least minimizing, and that food is soy. Now, the reaction I normally get when I say, what? We have to reduce or eliminate soy from our diet is, what about the Japanese? The Japanese have been consuming soy for thousands of years, and look at their rates of cancer, look at their rates of disease. Now, the Japanese on average consume around 7 to 8 grams of soy protein per day, and it's always in a fermented form. Now, what they've known, and they're very smart, is that they have known for thousands of years that soy, unless it is soaked or fermented, is toxic to the body. Fermentation and soaking helps to decrease or break down and reduce the potent enzyme inhibitors that are present in the soybean. So what has happened in the United States? Well, what we've done is we've taken soy and Americanized it. We've taken soy, which could be beneficial and may be beneficial in its fermented form, and taken it to epic proportions. We've taken it and made tofu patties the size of our head, incorporated it into protein powders, into milk, into veggie burgers, you name it. We have tried to create soy-based foods everywhere you look. So why is it that, what are the primary health concerns then with soy? Well, the first is, in the United States, 95% of our soy is genetically modified. Now, genetically modified foods are either banned completely or restricted in over 30 countries, including the European nation as well as Australia. Second, that the potent enzyme inhibitors can actually interfere with protein absorption and pancreatic function. Trypsin can inhibit your absorption of protein, not just soy protein, which could be detrimental to your health. It inhibits thyroid function by preventing the absorption of iodine. Soy consumption also increases our need for vitamin D, which has been shown in recent years that our vitamin D consumption or vitamin D levels have dropped dramatically. Could soy be playing a role? Next, that it actually blocks absorption of key nutrients such as iron and zinc, which are vital for proper brain and nervous system function. It is also considered a hormone disruptor. Soy has something called phytoestrogens in it. They're plant-based estrogens that mimic estrogen in the body when consumed. Now, what would be the problem with this? Well, if you're feeding your child or infant or baby soy-based formula, it's been shown to increase estrogen levels by 22,000 times their optimal level. On top of the fact that soy milk, another recent study showed 2 cups of soy milk consumption daily is enough to completely augment a woman's menstrual cycle. Last is the chemical processing of soy. In order to break down the soybean and make it into soy protein isolate and consumable forms of soy, which can be made into veggie burgers and other vegan protein sources, it's broken down in a chemical process using chemicals such as hexane, which is a petroleum byproduct, and traces have been found in soy, as well as living traces of MSG. So for optimal health, again, our focus is always on a whole real foods diet and minimizing all processed soy. Now, miso is a great form of soy which is fermented. Just be careful because many forms of miso soup can have traces of gluten or wheat in it. Gluten-free soy sauce called tamari is also fine because it's in its fermented form. And last would be tempeh.